Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and today we're going to make a little Mother's Day card. So I'm going to start out with some cardstock for my card. This is like the 110 pound, and I'm going to try making 3 of them. So I am going to cut this exactly in half because I'm going to make a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. And so since this is already 8.5, this will be 4 1/4, so now I gotta make it 5.5, which is literally in half because it's 8.5 by 11. So just cutting it in half makes 2 cards right then and there. And then I already got another one ready to go. So now I got my scoreboard out, and see here it's 8.5 by 5.5. So half of 8.5 is 4 1/4. So I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. I'm going to do this one as well. I already got one scored, ready to go. 1 1/4 here. So it's going to be kind of a quickie card. Alright, set that aside. I'm going to fold them. Crease them. And now we got perfect 5.5 by 4 1/4 cards. And then I am going to use scrapbook paper that I got from Maggie Holmes. This was from Tuesday morning. This is the collection Sunny Day. I found 3 sheets of paper that I liked that I thought could go together, which actually was these stripes. I don't know if the other ones show. Yeah, I'm not seeing the other ones. But that was one of them. The base I wanted to do was this pink, which was one of the very last sheets. This collection, you only get 1 of each, so I'm going to try, because I saw that this has a yellow outline and then has this nice little distress pink to it. It's mostly solid though, so I thought that would be perfect for my base. And so I was going to try to get 3 out of this. So I need to get my trimmer out again. I got 1 ready. And I'm going to make it 1/4 inch smaller. So since my card is 4.5 by, or 4 1/4 by 5.5, it's going to be 4 by 5.5. So this is 4 already, and then 5 1/4. There's my second one, and I need 1 more. So let's go this way. So let's go 4, another 4 inches. I don't know if you can see the measurement. There we go. So 4. Put the extra aside. Trimming off this yellow because I don't want the yellow showing. So that's not the colors I'm going with. And then 5 1/4. I think I need that trimmed a little bit more. There's still a sliver of yellow right there. So 5 1/4. Am I just right? Here we go. Good enough. Now I'm done with that color so far. A little bit of a white border, which actually these cards aren't perfectly white. They're actually an off-white color. I like how this one has some distress here, so I kind of want that on the bottom. Which actually I can start adhering already if I'd like to. And I'm debating which kind of glue I should use because my ATG gun is out right now. I actually might just use some of this tape. I think that'd be quicker and easier. So one of these is going to be for my mother, and then the other 2 is for 2 of my neighbors. They are so sweet. I always love making cards for them, and I thought, why not give them a mother card? Granted, they're not my mother, but I think they deserve it because they're really amazing people. So here's 1. 2, do the edges, 3, Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to do a little bit in the center. Alright, so I'm going to do that to all 3 of them really quick. Alright, now I varnish these really good. You know, I pressed the tape down really good. And I'm just going to kind of fold like a corner, peel a corner of it off. So that way I can line it up just right and then peel it off. Because sometimes I peel it all off and I try sticking it down and it doesn't stick right and then the whole thing tears apart and it's just a mess. So I like doing this to help, but I am going to take this centerpiece off. Oops. Alright, now have those stick out. And then I'm just going to try lining it up, just kind of eyeballing it. Looks about good. Alright, press the center in and then just peel them off. Sorry, my little one, she likes the sound of the vent over there and she likes playing with it. It drives me nuts. So sorry about that noise. Alright, just pressing that down. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other 2. Now I got all 3 of those ready. So next I'm going to use another piece of scrapbook paper, the ones with the stripes I was showing you. Because I want to make 3 little banners, and so the colors I was going for, my mom, she likes teal, so I definitely want this one, and I thought about using these 2 greens with it, so that's what I'm going with. So I'm going to cut this, and this off. These stripes are kind of thick. I might have to make them thinner, which actually, should I do right now? That might be easier to cut. Because let's see, how thick do I want these banners? Because I gotta think for a second. Ruler. I want to have 3 banners and I want to have a little bit of a gap between them. So I got 4 inches. So what if I did them 1/2 inch? I think 1/2 inch would work. Should I make them all the same width or a little bit thicker? Should I do like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and then 1/2 inch? I might do that. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and then 3/4 inch. I think that'll work. Figure out which colors I want where. I think I do the lighter one in the middle. So that one would be the thicker one. And then the 2 darker ones, that green and that teal, would be 1/2 inch. So trimming off the border, and then I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off, and hopefully I'll have enough with those that much. There's 1 banner, and then this lighter strip I'm going to make 3/4 inch, so I'm at 11 or 10 3/4, so I'll make it at 10. So there's that strip. And now I need this color, this end. And what am I at? I'm at 10. And so I need 1/2 inch. I guess I could have made this a little bit thicker, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure I had enough. Alright, set those aside. And now I gotta figure out how long I want them to be. So I'm going to cut 3 of these 3 inches, 3 of these 3.5, and 3 of these ones 2 3/4. This is the last one. I used my little trimmer for this. It made it a little bit easier. And then 3. Alright, set aside the extra. Put 1 on each. Set them in their groups. Put that one in there. Put that one in there. So I don't lose them. Alright, let's work with 1 at a time. Okay, so this one would be about here, here, and here. So it kind of look like that, but I am going to do a little fishtail, have them have that little fishtail to them. So on the back, I am going to make a line down the center so I can line it up right, or so that'll drive me nuts if it's not. You don't have to have it absolutely perfect if you don't want to. If you like things a little bit loose, you know. So this is 3/4. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just going to make a straight line. It would help if I had my T-ruler with me. See, that's all I'm going to do. Now the other two, these ones are 1/4. I'm just making 2 little lines so I have them to connect to make a straight line. Go. And then you can simply measure how high up you want your fishtail to be. But I am going to use, I have this 1-inch square punch, and I really like using the corners so that they all have the exact same. And so I am just kind of going to go in the corner here, and what I'm going to do is have these 2 corners here of my paper line up with the metal. And then I'm going to have this center corner with my line. Yes, sweetie. Sorry, she wanted to say something too. Yeah, I hear you. Next, I am going to do a rectangle here. So now I'm going to punch a heart out of these die cut that I got from the Dollar Tree, like back when it was still $1. It only cost $1 for these 3 little heart dies, and I actually didn't have any hearts. I have stars, but I don't have any hearts, so I thought that was perfect, and that is the exact size that I want. And so I was kind of measuring off from that heart how big I want it to be. I'm going to make a little triangle for it to be on over this, so it is going to be 1 3/8 high, and then 1 1/4 thick. So it would just be over these banners. So that would be center of it. So I am going to make 3 rectangles of that size. I am going to make 3 hearts out of this color really quick. I think I want this rectangle to be a little bit longer. I'm not liking the way it's looking, and I'm not liking the design of that paper on here, so I'm going to look through the paper pad and find a different one that'll go with these colors. But I love the hearts. They are the perfect size. It did leave like a little mark from it, but I kind of like it because now it looks like they're kind of like puffy stickers in a way. They have a slight dimension to it. So from the Dollar Tree, these are perfect for what I'm going for. I didn't see any that I liked that would go with this, so I'm actually going to go, since I have my card, this color is like off cream, the whitish cream color, I think I'm going to do that instead, and so that this heart will pop out more, because it's too distracting with these lines. So I'm going to make the triangles a little bit longer, I think about here, so probably like 1/4 inch longer. So I changed my mind. I'm just going to use the cardstock, and I'm going to make it a little bit longer. I'm going to make it 2 3/4 but still keep the height, which was 1 3/8, which is just less than 1/2 inch. 1, 2, and this will be the third one. There we go. I got one for each one. And now I'm going to start gluing these together. I think I'm going to use the tape again. Alright, I'm going to start with the banner to the left. I was going to do this like, what was it, half an inch?
I had to save up for $5,000 to get that. I know, $5,000 is a lot.
You can just eyeball it. You don't have to do this perfect. Just having it lined up with that pink line there. And then the larger one. Actually, I want to do the other end. Going to kind of go up in this corner to kind of make an even fold there, because it's what is it, like a 1/4 of an inch. This would have been easier just putting some glue on this heart, but since I already had my tape out, just use that. And now I'm just going to try centering this, which will be down this border. Banner, I mean. There we go, that's really simple. Now it looks too simple. It seems like it needs something. And I think I got an idea what to do. I am going to make little dashes all the way around here and then here to make it look like it's stitched on. I'm going to use a little gray, light gray colored pencils. This is one of my Prismacolors. This is the 30% cool gray. The PC was the number 1061. You don't have to use colored pencil. You can use a marker. You could actually stitch it with your sewing machine. If so, I would have done that first before taping everything down. Like I would have sewn here and then tape it down. Or you can simply use a pencil or a marker, whatever you have. But I thought I'll just go freehand and kind of do it. I kind of want smaller. I'm gonna go a little small, kind of little, just little dabs all the way around it. See, that already made a huge difference. I'm wondering if I should do that around the heart again, but that might be too much. I think it'd be too much doing everything. So I'm thinking of just the rectangles. I'm going to do that too. And now it is finally done. Here's a close-up. Here's all three of them. They all look the exact same. And I really hope that they like it. I like how it turned out. I hope you did too. If so, give it a like and a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later. Bye.